To be creative, an artist must try new things and be a risk taker. Cartoonist Scott Adams says creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes. Art is knowing which ones to keep. Finding new connections between things is what creative people do.
Alright, so for the Stretch and Explore station today, your goal says, I can take risks by trying something new that is hard for me and work through mistakes to learn from them. So let's go over your stations you'll be working with today. Station A is create something out of one thing. So you're only going to be using one material to complete your artwork. So I'm going to leave the card up there. You guys are going to have to choose one of the materials from the box here. You're just going to pick a paper, and then you're also going to choose a noun. You will open up the two pieces. You will see what you are creating. Apparently I'm creating a bunny. Okay, and then you will also get the material. For this station, you will be creating colors. Okay, we'll be using paint as a medium. So I'm going to set this aside and go over the instructions. First one says name and table number. Okay, then you're going to flip your paper over because we know this is going to have to go on the drying rack when we're done. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to pick, okay, a color combination, and I asked you to, I forgot to do this before I put it on my paper, okay, write your colors next to your name. Okay, you're going to go back over. You'll take your paintbrush. You can wipe one off or you can grab a clean one if you like. You're going to go to your container and you're going to get a couple scoops of each color. Once you have both of your colors on your paper, okay, and when you work with yellow, remember we always grab a little extra yellow because the lighter of the two usually needs a little more. You're going to try and come up with as many different types of green, in this case because yellow and blue make green, as you can. So maybe next to this I just start to add the yellow and it's going to make that green a little bit lighter and brighter. I can keep adding yellow to my brush as I go on. I want you to see how many different types of one color you can make. When you're done, paintbrush goes inside, and remember to wipe off some of that paint before you actually stick it back into the water cup. Put it in the water cup, put your work on the drying rack, and then you're on to the next station. At Station C, you are going to make your mark. So the items that you need for this are a piece of paper, and you also have to choose one of the materials from the box. Okay, I'm going to open it up, figure out what I have. I have colored pencil. So on this side of my paper with my colored pencil, all it's asking you to do is make as many different marks as you possibly can. So what you're going to do is you're going to experiment with your material. You want to see what it's like if you hold it regularly like a pencil and try to make a mark. What happens if you tap the colored pencil? What happens if you put the colored pencil on its side and drag it around? What happens if you go really fast or really slow with the colored pencil, light or hard? You want to try to use the material in as many different ways as possible to see how many marks you can get. Once you have at least 15, if you want to flip your paper over and try with a new material, you may do that. The last station for today is the Mistakes to Masterpiece station. So what you're going to be doing here is you're going to look through the box of mistakes and you are going to choose one. Okay, some have tears, some have tape, some have glue. You're going to pick out your favorite mistake from the box and then you're going to try and turn it into something else. I chose the mistake with the rip in the side because when I started to look at it, I saw something that was similar to a mouth. So I might turn this into some kind of creature. So right now, your process would be to brainstorm what materials you need to get to add to your piece. You can use anything that's at the table. You may even choose to do a mixed media piece for this assignment if you would like to, meaning you're using more than one material. Just remember that when we use the marker, we have to use marker first. We cannot use chalk before and then put marker over top of it. Anytime you use the marker, it's the first thing you do. Alright, now that you guys have finished with all of your stations, you are going to get your packets. You're going to answer the two questions or the two sentence starters, and then you're going to return your Studio Habits of Mind folder to your table folder, and table folders go in the boxes.